people, they show up at my house. No one ever shows up at my.
Okay, at 6:30, call the meeting to order, and amazingly, we actually have Zoom working tonight, which is quite something.
Amazing what happens when people don't unplug stuff.
Yeah. Although somebody did leave the keyboard turned on, but it didn't run the batteries down. I don't have any public comments. I don't have any chairman's comments. I guess we don't have any public comment unless you want to say something now or no. Okay. Nothing on code enforcement tonight. Complete streets. I haven't heard back from our attorney about that. I need to poke them. They've been very busy. Okay. First up, Kent, warrant article to discontinue some roads, and I didn't get the microphone out. Hold on.
Working. I'm just going to read to you this piece. It's a 2-page piece of paper here. That's is what I'm intended to read to the public. And if you guys agree with this, I put it on the internet, but it kind of encompasses everything for us. So after working here for a while, I've seen a few things that were done in the past with the roads that will be mentioned that probably felt fine at the time, but times have changed. And I want you to think about the effects that they are having now. The roads I'm talking about are as follows: Tainter Lane, Stone Lane, Holt Lane, Derbyshire Lane, Justin Lane, Leighton Lane, Toby Lane, Perkins Road, and McCrae Road. Now, I think, did we give them a list of the roads? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. All of these roads are dead ends, ending in front yards or in tiny cul-de-sacs. Most have one house. A couple of them have two. The average width is 12 to 14 feet wide. The plows are 14 feet wide. The longest is Toby at 1,200 feet. The shortest is Leighton Lane at 200 feet. The talk around the wood stoves brings up past disasters of equipment going off the road in snowstorms and ice storms. All seem to have this to do with the same roads mentioned above. Plow trucks, just like any other vehicle, they are just like any other vehicle, only larger. They get stuck when the wheels are in the ditch line, and they don't work well backing on unplowed sections of road. Their length leaves no room for error, and in some cases, one must back up several hundred feet in a blinding snowstorm into heavy traffic traveled roads, with no way of seeing a disaster waiting to happen. There's a liability problem with us tearing up private section of property, and we don't even talk about people who like to put up delineator posts. So who is affected by these problems other than the highway crew? The standard time for a truck to make one pass on an established route is 3.5 hours. That's one pass. That's a lot of snow building up on a good day. The hills in town are challenging with 1/2 inch of snow for people coming home at night from work, and 2 inches are not all that great for school buses either. When the plows get stuck on the road, it means that another truck has to leave its route, go to the shop, get the grader, and pull them out, leaving 2 routes to pile up with snow. And I repeat, most of these problems happen on the listed above roads. These problems are striking dread in plow drivers, knowing it's not if, but when you're going to get stuck on these, and all of us have. The public suffers, the plow operator is afraid, There's also the time factor involved. Back in the day, people would wait till the roads were done. Now it doesn't matter if the storm is still going or done at 3 o'clock. People are launching onto the roads at 5 o'clock. The school bus calls at 4 a.m. wanting to know if the roads are ready. And West Road is the route everyone takes when Route 101 on the mountain closes, which happens twice a year. More stresses for the highway crew. So I would like to ask that the public consider the following article, that these roads be discontinued subject to gates and bars, which is RSA 23145. When a road is discontinued this way, it is no longer the town's obligation to maintain or plow these roads. They become Class 6, maintained by the people who live on them. The public will gain by better plow times, saving costs in gravel and maintenance. When we plow the roads, we tear them up. It's like a vicious cycle. We're going in a circle. Snow's subcontracting costs will go down because we've been hiring a grader to do the most severe of them up in the side of town. Plowing for the adversely affected residents can be done by the co-op or private contractors, which in some cases is already being done. We plow up to a certain point and then the co-op goes the rest of the way. And finally, go for a ride. Go look at the roads I'm talking about. You'll be surprised the trucks our size are even plowing on them. The warrant article states to see if the town will vote to discontinue, subject to gates and bars, the following roads, which I had listed in accordance with RSA 23145.
Okay, I will comment that these roads are basically, at this point, private driveways that the town is still plowing, although all the rest of us have to pay to plow our driveways. And as Kent has mentioned, there are a lot of equipment issues with this. Okay, I don't have any problem with this being put on the warrant or.
Do you still use the grader at all?
Only I have what I call plowing A, plowing B, plowing C. Plowing A is the light storm. This is usually a 1 ton. It's usually a 1 ton.
Yeah.
And one of the big trucks. If it goes above 4 or 5 inches, then I park the 1 ton, jump in a big truck. Plan C is the grader, the loader with the special plow blade, and a subcontractor. That's the only time we use the grader. The grader is,
12-inch storm.
yeah, when it gets, 6, 7, 8, and when it starts climbing, or heavy snow, it gets too heavy for things to push out. So that's plan C. Yeah, the grader is extremely expensive to operate.
The only one I'm disappointed in is Toby Lane, only because it has such a nice vista out there. It's fun to drive through once in a while.
During the plowing season, the only tracks I see on Toby Lane are mine and Phil Marchuk when he goes and checks an empty house. That's the only people that drive out there. But see, nothing changes as far as access to the public. It's a Class 6.
Yeah.
Nothing changes for the landowners. They still have their frontage. Nothing changes other than us not having to maintain with plowing and gravel work. That's the only difference.
No, I don't have any problem with this going on.
Yeah. The worst one is Perkins. Perkins is brutal. They just shrink right down, and at one point it's 10 feet wide.
Wow.
Yeah, it's tough. So if you agree with me, we will send the warrant article to legal. And then we'll go to February. It's not required, but it's a good idea to tell the residents that live on these roads of our intentions for the warrant article. And I'll put what I just read to you on the website.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Did you say notify each individual homeowner separately by mail? And put this on the website.
Yes. Okay, anybody else got anything on this? Okay, you're all set.
Are we gonna make this a warrant article?
Yeah, it has to be.
Okay.
Town has to vote on it.
Do you need a motion on that?
Well, wait till we get the article written and all that kind of stuff. And we'll do it when we
So I
move
will
on.
forward it to legal at this point and
Yep, and then we'll, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, we have a property tax abatement request, Connolly. And our assessors say, looking for the letter.
do the final page.
Yep, I'm looking at it. Okay, our assessors say it is more than the originally stated quarter acre. It is in fact 1.25 acres. It is not used for value-added agricultural products. Okay, so okay, so what will happen is Avatar is saying the quarter acre that was originally under in question, because they said it was not being used for agricultural use, should be taxed as regular land and should pay the change fee under RSA 79F. However, then the land will be all the aggregated land will be under current use again. Now,
Ready for a motion?
well, let me read more here. So Avatar is saying we should abate $1,632. So you want to move that?
Oh, I thought you already made it.
No, I didn't make it. I was just reading it.
I so move.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so you can let them know, Carol, and we're following what
Yeah,
Evan.
we got paperwork to sign here too.
Okay.
Just the one place, Carol?
Yes. That's another page there that goes with it.
Okay, next up, occupancy permit, Preston.
They finished, their building, they are all signed off and motion to give them the certificate of occupancy.
Second, all in favor?
Uh,
Aye.
That's already in here.
Okay, other business, we do have a couple of other businesses tonight. Apparently Vivian's not coming.
She's called me right before I left at 3 and she said she was planning on being here.
Well, she better plan quick or we're all gonna be gone home in a few minutes. Rec department is applying for a grant and we need to look at it before they actually submit it, but apparently it's not ready for us to look at yet. And of course, legal will have to take a look at it too.
Well, why don't we send it to legal before we look at it?
We could do that, but yet apparently it's not written yet.
When it comes back,
Then we can look at it.
And send it off.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Makes more sense.
Yeah. So Carol, if she gets it to you, just send it off to legal and we'll see what they have to say. Was there any other business? I did mention briefly in passing, we have a tree by the library that needs to come down. And there might be another tree here by the town hall that needs to come down. So we will advise the BAC of that, so they can budget for it.
In the meantime, we're gonna do it next year, or are we gonna do it
Well, next year's only what,
soon?
a
Yes.
week away.
We still have to wait until at least the budget hearing.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll see what the BAC has to say about it. I assume we'll do it next year. Hopefully the tree won't fall on the library before then.
Hopefully it's not a safety hazard till then.
Mm. All right, anybody got anything else? Cool, we're on the minutes of December 10th.
I didn't really get a chance to look at them. George, you have anything?
I didn't have any problem with it.
I didn't see
No.
anything.
Motion to accept as written?
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there any other business? If not, I move we adjourn.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned. Good night, everybody. Happy holidays. We'll see you in 3 glorious weeks. Oops, we were muted the whole damn. No, we weren't.